Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a continuation of our story as we go throughout the Sword Coast to solve the problems of whatever this absolute cult is and what it has to do with a tadpole inside of our heads. Yeah, today normally on Thursdays we do something a bit longer form, Stellaris, but because we only got an hour to stream today, due to a change in schedule, so my author can do some traveling next week, we're just going to keep it short. Furthermore, next week we will not be able to stream due to said travel arrangements. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it here. Now, left off,
Yes, you are. Now, stop.
save the grove, beat the cultists, and got all rewards. Now all that's left is to go to camp and have a party. I assume that's what we're supposed to do. Maybe I have to talk to someone.
What do you think of opening a cart in Baldur's Gate?
Oh, hey,
Like a
you.
good moment to talk.
You were a marvel to behold. Even Baldur himself would bow to such formidable talent. Introductions are in order. The Blade of Frontiers, at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours.
You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's Great Fires. You were on the ship.
Yes. Another escapee? Thank the gods. I need all the friends I can get.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. And they say there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. And nor have you. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited by rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her! Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus
Oh,
Diaboli.
mystery.
A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
She won't bring the blood war to Faerun. Who is she exactly?
Karlak's her name. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Oh, I'm looking to cure the infection. Let's partner up.
I haven't sprouted any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But good luck can't last forever. Invitation accepted. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Excellent.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Alright, so that
Yes,
takes care of
you are. Now, stop squirming. If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember,
So,
fine.
what do we do next? I don't care about that. Celebrate victory. Feel those both together. Okay. Go ahead and get all these done. Okay. Celebrating. Okay. I guess I do go to. Lilith.
Remember, stay near the
Then we end the day, I presume? Oh no. Where's the back from? Are these backpacks like... Oh, fuck. Saving those for a special occasion. Huh. That's gonna make storing things that can't be just. What is magic? Yeah. Oh, this has to be changed like this. We ain't doing What is a back? Open trunk. Nope, not in there. Great. I want to hold on to that smoke powder. Was the back? Not in this case. Alright, hang on a second. I'm gonna have to see what I need to do to reclaim my smoke powder supply. Okay. So, what is the thing to worry about? Alright. Alright, let's go over here. Let's open the gate. There we go. Alright, now where is the fast travel? Ah, yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
This temple. Okay. Now, there's the backpack. There we go. Indicate. Now we know how to do that.
No, no, an owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Not that bad. Think about the goblins you killed.
True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Not their fault you have a pointed taste. Take his bottle and try the wine. Can't be that bad.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
Knowing you, probably it is, but what is your idea of a little...
By the hells. Sex, my dear.
Oh.
A night of passion. Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other.
Let me get back to you on that.
All right. But don't take too long. You're not the only tasty morsel around here.
Not... Okay, I thought they patched out the horniness, but apparently not.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
My name of the song, your life is... I'd say something about the arcane, but the game is not giving me that option. Lame. How about courage? Classic material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Awesome. Let's how you...
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
What are we talking...
A pity for us both you've turned your back on me so often.
I'm sorry, what? I am grateful for you, Ed. You are a gifted warrior.
Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only you'd earned the right to lay at my side.
I didn't know that
Come
was
morning,
enough.
you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted.
No, I won't.
How my fingers on your skin might have felt.
I'd rather they did it.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Good for you. The fuck? How did they patch your horny levels off?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You're welcome, Zev. Elson.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
There are... Okay, no. I'd like to get to know you some more now. Actually, I was going to invite you to have a drink. Hey, yo, want a drink?
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
Ah, lightweight. I failed to see the problem.
Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate.
You know what? I'll take your... I don't like the ellipses on this one. You know what? We'll talk another time.
Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Yeah, no shit, there are a lot of thirsty people here. Good gods. Hey, Volo.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
And by this you mean...
Why, your naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
Okay, okay. I already have a name. Grovekeeper, Goblin's Bane. I already have a name.
A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. You simply must have a title to match.
Ah. I get it. Something flashy and made up, like Volutham Gedar. Okay, that is needlessly cruel. I am not going to do it in this playthrough. Do you have something in mind?
Far too much. This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps. I must deliberate. Go, enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
Okay. Well, you work on that. Gale, how you doing?
Thank
buddy?
you.
What for?
I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. Were our bond a little stronger, I might even have shared a moment of magic with you. Alas, our fledgling acquaintanceship has not yet taken flight. Such intimacy will have to wait. Another night, perhaps.
Another night, perhaps, indeed. Thank you for not immediately throwing yourself at me. Gracious. I tried to acquire a party of people with a common goal, that is to get the parasite out of her skull, not to fornicate. Jeez Louise.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I was about to ask, yeah.
I need to dance.
You need...
No, I need to lie down.
Yes, you do.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Oh.
Hush you, and behold!
Sweetie. Clap. Appreciate someone who...
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
And honestly,
Never have I
good
met
for him.
such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
What else we got around? Yes.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Assuming you can afford any.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
I was actually going to ask if, you know what? Never mind. Oh, Will. There you are.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you all right?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. Karlak, the creature from hell, will still threaten them, as will 1,000 other perils. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own.
Let's see. Ah, they die. Let's laugh. That's now. That's some faith. You're right, but we need to give them hope.
You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here.
Yeah.
But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
I wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace.
Sometime alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise.
Honestly?
Still.
Mood.
It's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
All right. Let's see. No one's gonna talk about. Okay. Karan.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
I'm not sure how my charisma can do that. Are you this unpleasant by nature or by choice? We survived. We always are celebrating.
Not everyone. We lost people, and it's like they don't even care. But I care. And I won't drink myself into a stupor to change that.
Don't presume that your friends don't also.
I am.
Right now, they are alive and they are living. There will be time to mourn them. Where's Scratch?
10?
No.
Let's make it 20. That's my girl.
Yeah, Shadowheart.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
Or high office spirits.
Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Yourself?
I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Are you worried Shar won't approve?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me?
Be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Not keen on sharing?
Not tonight.
Fair enough. Anyway, I think that covers everybody, so let's go to bed.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
Did you think I wouldn't show?
Lots of people make promises. Few keep them.
This is true.
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
Victory to survival, to us to friendship. Say to friendship, honestly.
Right. Friendship. Very well, have it your way. To friendship. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Ooh. Thank you for the wine and leave. Like, I don't talk about myself. I am the knight. Yeah. Share a little memory from growing up in Baldur.
Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Okay. Your turn. I insist. A little give and take is only fair. Booyah. Dirty 20.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Ah. What's with these head animations? Good lord. Do you think your memories will ever come back?
Perhaps. But please, enough about me. Sharing's bad for my complexion.
You're enough.
There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Ah, very well.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Cool. I'm not sure. My heart belongs to Gale. Never thought I'd be saying that. Yeah, we should get back then.
I suppose so. Celebration's over. Time to pick up the trail again. Thank you for last night. It was just what I needed.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
I mean, she's sweet and all, but... Okay, what is with the animations going on? What are you doing? Stop making my body do weird things. One second, I need to check something here. Da, 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 da. Interesting. Okay, so I am going to... Like, no, we are just friends. Exclusively. It's like, I'm cool with being a close companion, but my romantic is not here. Mysterious as you are.
We should head back.
My apologies.
I trust you enjoyed your evening.
Indeed.
After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but... specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Finally, we're catching up on our puppet master. And the hunt ends at Moonrise Towers.
That's it? Just go to this place?
What were you expecting? That I'd mumble a spell or whip out a potion? I won't be held accountable just because you're naive enough to expect easy answers. Now, allow me to continue.
Okay.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Sounds like the Shadowfell. What do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Well, I found the hidden entrance.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin.
Yeah.
I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Why does your voice keep shifting? What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
I'll trust your judgment.
I'm glad you approve. I do not truly care if you approve, but I am glad. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
All right. Done. Let's... What's it? No, that's just stuff. Let's go ahead and talk to Shadowheart real quick, as I imagine she's probably a bit miffed at us.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked.
Oh.
I thought you were going to kiss me. I was almost sure of it.
Perhaps we got carried away. I value your company, but not like that.
Oh. I see. Well, in that case, I suppose there's nothing more to be said on the matter. Thank you anyway, for your company.
Anytime. Life need not be all about romance and all that nonsense. It doesn't need to be. Especially when you have more pressing matters on the mind. In our case, literally. Alright. And how did you fare last night?
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Perhaps.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Why do you want to go to
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
You feel responsible for the Shadow Curse.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Is that why you went with Eridan? Thought he might find a route to this Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Eridan and his band. We didn't even get close.
You know how this curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
How's the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
You'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Naturally. I am not trusting you with the parasite thing.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
All right. Go down to the wheel here.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
What do you make of Raphael that you were not there for?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse.
that ruined the economy.
The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach.
Naturally.
But his beloved daughter.
Of course.
We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts?
Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in his deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
How does the Blade on Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who's this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind?
How do you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Where came the boy, I wonder?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Stone Eye.
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Examine the eye.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone, used to confer with distant contacts.
Isn't your eye a sending stone?
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you.
I'm not going to use the illicit stuff because that's cheating.
Gladly. What else is on your mind?
Let's try him out.
Make some room, and I'm all yours.
There's an easier way to dismiss people. Schmithers. Let's see. Yes. I'd have to actually physically go to people and ask them to join me. Which was an easier way to just drag. Alright. Alright, we'll just go and talk to her real quick.
Speak.
Wait for me.
Shook. You believe you can survive without me?
I'm not arguing, remain.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Styrian?
Yes? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Please just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Indeed. Join up.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Go. Now let's... Are you invisible? No? Okay, you're just out of... Why did you climb over the top? Okay.
Well met.
Join up.
That's the spirit.
Alright. Let's do some level ups. I've neglected a couple of markers. Alright. Get a cantrip. Let's go with Thaumaturgy. Feet. Let's see. Put you in heavy armor, that would be useful actually. But you're a trickster cleric is the thing. Actor? Let's go with ability improvement and make you actually hit worth a darn. Alright. Get a spell. I'm not doing Witch Bolt, that one's no good. What kind of warlock are you? Dark One's Blessing. Ah, okay. So you're a Fiend Warlock. The irony. Alright. So let's go for a spell that will probably be of use. Grab Expeditious Retreat to give you mobility. Oh, yay. We can make a blaster. Go with Agonizing Blast, so that does more damage. And don't think you have anything like that, so I might choose that. I think I'm going to make a warlock on a personal playthrough. Remembered how much fun I have building them. We want Repelling Blast? Yeah, let's do it. Actually, you know what? Armor Shadows, just so you have some protection to go with you. I think you're just only a light armor guy? I wish I could tell. Let's see. Armor proficiency with light armor and shields. Okay. So he already has light armor. This would technically be better. But we'll be fine without it, I think. Repelling blast to keep him away from us. What spell do you have? Armor of Agathis and Arms of Hadar. Alright. Good enough. Oh hey, we're level 3. Alright. Spell do we want now? It's level 2. Shatter, Scorching Ray, Feeblement, Misty Step, Blindness, Out of Daggers. I think we're going to focus on making him a blaster with the Eldritch Blast. So Mirror Image would be... I kind of like having the Armor of Agathis a bit, but we might swap that one, I think. Replace Armor of Agathis, so we're going to use this instead of Artifact. Ooh, here we go. Back to the blade, back to the chain, back to the bow. Sadly, we... weapon or bind the one you're wielding, making it magical. Oh. That makes things much easier. Back to the blade it is. Go to a replace weapon. Let's go ahead and change out Armor of Agathis. Bring in Misty Step. Alright. Cantrips. Mage Hand, why not? Let's see, let's go ahead and grab... Grab Hex, why not? Let's see, the armor, or apparition of light armor. I might actually go for that one there, unless there's some sort of charisma-based one you can grab. Spell Sniper. Cantrip, and the number you need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. Stack. Okay, well that's significantly different. Let's see. Brilliant Polemas Performer. Martial Light Up, Initiate Warlock? Oh, you know what? We can go for Bard. Might be good. Yeah, that increases spell usage, but not quite how we want him to be working with. Okay. Delver. Duelist. Just actor. I think for you, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on ability scores. Increase your dexterity, so better initiative, charisma for better everything else. Alright, that's everyone. Let's see. We do still need a frontline type of person. I like Gale, but I'm already a wizard. Alright. Let's balance out the party a little bit here.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Perhaps later.
I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Alright. So, who do we want to bring with us? Lae'zel or Asterion? Either the sort of half magic user, and then let's try Lae'zel.
Speak.
In this. Oh, actually, no. Never mind. She's not going to get along with Shadowheart, I don't think. They're going to be at each other's throats. Asterion could be fun. Let's see how that goes.
Yes? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
I mean, I understand why people like this guy, but for me personally, in this sort of playthrough, come on. Should be able to just do this.
I wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there.
Indeed. Alright.
Let's get on with it. Better take that.
Send that to camp. Alright.
For a dull moment.
Okay, well that didn't do anything. So there appears to be a graphical glitch going on here. Go ahead and pull the lever.
A long way to go still. What do we have
Soil
here?
barrel. Yeah. If it's oil or an accelerant, we will sequester it away. Alright, so going out through here makes us take lots of damage.
Still breathing, despite everything. Let's have a look.
See if I can just eke out some bones. Thank you. Alright, so how do we deal with this issue of being slapped around by these defenses?
Better not be cursed.
Alright. Oh, Moonstone. Nothing. Will. Elfish Blast. That also did nothing.
I wonder what the next move is.
Defender of the people.
Tyrion. Shoot. There we go. Take care of that. And we got inspiration from it. Neat. And there's nothing in it. Great. All for nothing.
Let's hope for gold.
Dragon egg mushroom. Here. Journal
It's
of
mine
High
now.
Initiative Jairus.
take that.
It is a staff. That's it. I guess we're going to go through the Underdark here. But, unfortunately...
Don't waste a step.
It's that time. We're past our hour here, and...
The air is thick with spores. They must thrive in the dark.
Well, speaking of, go ahead and grab this for me. Camp. That is one way to go about stealing stuff, I suppose. It's like pick something up, send it immediately to camp, and you won't have to worry about it. And watch out for the purple falls.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if he had free reign?
Will, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed. I'll bite you if you ask.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
And Will's just right there. He's like, I'm going to pretend I'm not listening to any of this. Alright, so let's go ahead and end it there. So, thank you all for coming to the stream tonight, if you were here, or if you're catching the VOD. Thank you for stopping by to watch. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment if you can think of how we can improve this experience for all of you watching there, whether you're catching us live or watching the VODs on the back end. Regardless, I've been enjoying myself, and maybe if time allows, I'll be able to stream a bit longer on this game. It's starting to grow on me quite a bit now that I'm getting the hang of it. That said, though, no streams next week. Author's going to be visiting a good friend of his, so we won't be around here for that. However, we'll be back the following week in our regular schedule to where we can have the longer streams going on. And I thought I clicked the button here. There we go. So, all that said, thank you for stopping by and listening to the story. Gosh, it's going to be a while, isn't it? Well, regardless, thank you. Stay safe out there. And remember, your story matters. Good night.